Hi guys. For some time now I've been looking for another video camera to supplement my Canon camcorder that I use for all of my videos now. And after watching approximately 8,000, give or take, YouTube videos, not to exaggerate, after watching a lot of YouTube videos, I came up with this. The Garmin Virb. As I said, I looked at a lot of videos about camcorders, and of course everybody knows the GoPros, and there's also Sony's and a bunch of other brands of action cameras. I wanted something I could beat up. I don't care if it gets wet, and basically, you know, just something that can do what my camcorder can't do. I love my camcorder, but there are certain things that you cannot do with the camcorder, as you all know. After looking at lots and lots of videos, I decided that the Garmin Virb is probably a good compromise for me. The newer GoPros, the GoPro Hero, the cheap one, which I guess is how most people know it, the cheap one is slightly more money than this. The GoPro had several drawbacks that this does not have. This has a removable battery. This does not have to be in a case. It's waterproof to 3 meters for a half hour out of the box. You can also get a waterproof housing for this if you want to really do some underwater stuff with it. You know, it's basically more or less splash proof. It's all right if it gets wet. It's not gonna kill the camera. Whereas a camcorder, you do not want it getting wet. This is the cheaper version. This is the original Garmin Virb. I paid $116 for this camera, and I imagine if you're watching this video anytime within the coming months or even years after I make this, if it's still available, the price can only go down. I don't know what the price was originally, but this is the Garmin Virb, or I believe they call it Garmin Virb X sometimes. The other model is the Garmin Virb Elite, or the XE. The Elite cost about twice as much, and I don't really need any of the features that the Elite has. This has all the same video features as the Elite, but it does not have the informational overlays like the Elite does, that will, you know, tell you your G-forces and your speed and your GPS position. I believe this does record that information, but it is available if you have other Garmin products to sync it with. You can get the information, but the Garmin Virb XE automatically supers that information on the screen. I'm going to shut up and open this in just a second here, but hopefully you'll see some videos coming up in the coming days as I have time to post them. This does pretty much everything I need it to do for $116. I don't know if I finished saying what I was saying about the GoPro. The GoPro, the cheap GoPro, the cheapest one, the Hero, the battery is not removable, the case is not removable. And I've heard a lot of complaints, if your battery goes bad, your camera's dead. You basically have to buy another one. I guess you could send it back into the factory to have another battery installed, or crack it open yourself and try to do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Let me open this thing and see what's in here. And I know from watching other people's videos on this that USB cable for transferring videos, battery. The battery life on these is approximately 3 hours from what I've seen, and I don't doubt it. Real life results from watching a lot of videos, people say it's about 3 hours. Information, warranty paperwork. These are the mounts that come with the Virb. And this is a curved sticky base mount. What most people use these for is to stick on the side of a motorcycle helmet, and it's got an actual nice curve to it that looks like it would fit on a helmet pretty well. I don't plan on using the sticky mounts if I can avoid it. And these are the little adapters that you need for different mounting situations. And the camera, what I was starting to say a minute ago, the camera is mounted on the flat base plate right here. The camera is screwed to that. So rather than bore you with watching me try to figure out how to undo this, actually I'll do it, it's not that hard. Unscrew the little bolt right here. And this clicks right off. In theory, there it is. And I'll unscrew this in a second. Here is the camera itself, and it has the mounting piece connected here still. So that's another screw to come off, and I'll go ahead and do it. In fact, if I wasn't dumb, I probably would have undone this one first. The camera would have popped out. I didn't see it from the side I was looking at. This does pop off. I'm not going to do it right now. One of the other features of the Garmin that made it a top contender for me was that it does have a little viewfinder right here. GoPros do not have a viewfinder. You're basically pointing it in the general direction and hoping you get what you're aiming at. There are complaints that this is hard to see in the daytime. It's not backlit, and it's I believe it's a 1-inch viewfinder. It's not real big, but it's enough to where you can see what you have in frame, you know, what you're pointing at. I've done it with the camcorder before in bright daylight when you can't see the viewfinder even. Shoot an entire video with somebody's head cut off because you don't know what you're aiming at, and I had no excuse for that because I did have a viewfinder at that time. But with it's generally not an issue with the GoPro that you're gonna, you know, not get what you're aiming at, but because you have such a wide angle lens. But this is helpful to make sure that what you're looking at is actually in the frame and you're actually recording it. Another really nice feature about this is the slide button right here, which pretty much is the only thing you need to know to record. It's this button. I'm not going to do it now because I don't have a battery in it, don't have it powered up or anything. Slides forward, and that will turn the camera on and start recording. That's all you got to do. You don't have to fumble with buttons. And the big feature of that is if you have it on the side of your motorcycle helmet with gloves on, whatever, you can just reach up and flip the switch and boom, there you go. It is a little heavier than a GoPro. It's not heavy by any means. It feels about the weight of a small flashlight maybe. Anyway, this is just an unboxing video. I'll get to the details and hopefully be posting some videos of this soon. But yeah, I think it's going to be a decent camera for 116 bucks. And it is adaptable to use any of the GoPro mounts, by the way, too. You can adapt the Virb to use any of the GoPro mounts. But anyway, here it is, the Garmin Virb X, the original black version. The Garmin Virb XE is the white-bodied one. And I think this is going to be a decent camera. This is a cradle mount, which all of the other mounts attach to. And you can do pretty much anything with this, up to and including handlebar mounts, and anything the GoPro can do, you can mount it in the similar fashion. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and look forward to some videos coming out of this little guy. Thanks guys. As always, please like, share, and subscribe.